Headlines most affecting Chilliwack this week. Teri Westerby steps back from Pride. Josephson is retiring as Chilliwack Fire Chief. The ribbon is cut for the new Paramount housing project. And the Chilliwack Chiefs are in the postseason. We'll have more on sports. Our guests this week include Raylene Mumford from the 1-2-3 Read to Me event. All right, Chilliwack, let's get started. Since 2019, Teri Westerby has been shot into the spotlight. From the humble beginnings of Chilliwack Pride in the first event, which was 2019 at Chilliwack Secondary, to working for the United Way, and then in 2022, making Canadian history as being the first openly trans person to be elected as a school trustee. Well, last week, Westerby posted to social media he's going to step back from the board of directors of Chilliwack Pride and concentrate on other duties. And from his statement, after heartfelt consideration and reflection, I have decided to step down from my position as on the board of directors of Chilliwack Pride. I want to express my deep gratitude for all the ongoing encouragement that I've received from all of you. Your acceptance and encouragement have driven my advocacy for Pride inclusion in Chilliwack. Please rest assured that my commitment to advancing human rights, inclusion, and belonging remains steadfast. Now, Chilliwack Fire Department celebrating the retirement of the Chilliwack Chief, Josephson, a leader and dedicated servant for the community after 23 remarkable years with Chilliwack Fire. From the fire statement, Chief Josephson's journey began with Fire Underwriters Survey, where his passion for fire prevention and risk assessment took root. Then over the years, he traveled various landscapes in BC and the Yukon, collaborating with fire departments to enhance water supply infrastructure and mitigate fire hazards within municipalities. Well, then he had his tenure at the Langley City Fire Department. That saw him excel as a fire prevention officer as well as an investigator, laying the groundwork for 7 years of service. Following that, he had another 12 years leading the fire prevention division as an assistant chief before he assumed the role of fire chief of Chilliwack. So now the former assistant fire chief, Andy Brown, he's now the new boss. He's now the new fire chief. This week, Chilliwack's Community Services, along with Premier David Eby, MLAs Kelly Padden, Dan Coulter, and Pam Alexis, as well as Mayor Ken Popoff and the first tenant of the building, held a formal ribbon-cutting ceremony for the new Paramount project. This is almost 8 years in the making. It's now open. Residents start moving in next month. All 4 CCS offices are going to be under one roof. As well, some retail space on the Yale Road side of the building. Now, chillTV was there and captured a few comments from the dignitaries.
Actual back history on how we got here. This is the site of the old Paramount building. There was actually 2 titles here, one owned by the city and one owned by the Chilliwack Economic Partners. And I did see Brian Coombs here someplace. And we donated the property. It was about $1.5 million back then. And the project began.
Diane was the tenacity. Paul Donaldson was the visionary. About 2016, Paul said to me, "Luke, we have 3 properties, we're all over the map, what are we doing? And why don't we amalgamate everything and put this all together as one cool project?"
78,000 homes delivered around the way, 500 right here in Chilliwack, Dan, Kelly, 500 affordable homes right here, and a record number of purpose-built rentals right across the province.
And I'm really thankful for the Paramount building and the opportunity I've been given to build an amazing life for myself, and thank you to everyone. Thank you.
Chilliwack Community Services' secret soiree is Saturday, April the 27th. It's called the Black Tie Boho Affair. It's an event to raise money for Chilliwack Community Services. The night will be an amazing touch of glam, a bit of boho, when these polar opposite styles come together, and then that's where the magic happens. So think flower crowns, soft pastels, romance, 70s, free-spirited elegance. Now, the evening includes dinner provided by Frankie's Italian Kitchen, as well as dancing, games, auctions, and a lot more. Tickets are available through the Chilliwack Community Services website.
One, it's a job fair. So people who are looking to shift from their current role, who might want to get into renewable energy, they can actually apply to some of the companies are hiring. It's a trade show, so on the floor we actually, if you can believe it, our floor has sold out. It's a trade show of everybody that's involved in the climate response. So we have solar panel, we have heat pumps, You know, we have all the technology, the electric cars, but we also have the people working on the sustainability movement, whether that's secondhand clothes, which clothing is a really big, is a carbon footprint. Whether it's we even have a dietitian coming to speak on just shifting away to a more sustainable food. And in fact, we have someone coming from Uganda, and he's coming from overseas to learn what we're doing so he can take that back to his home country. The third part is speakers. We actually have 9 speakers who are leaders in their field of sustainability and climate change, and they'll be giving presentations. It's all on our website, so that's the main focus. I think what it is, when you come here, you can learn a bit, and it doesn't have to be big shifts. It's just little shifts of how we can all, if we all move in the same direction, it can actually make a difference. We also have things for the kids, so we're trying to make it a little more interactive this year. So we will have a kids area so kids can play while the parents are learning. But one of the things I didn't expect from running it last year was the networking that happened between the vendors. It's really a networking opportunity as well.
Hey, there you are. I'm Steve. Come on into Restorative Cycle. Chilliwack Restorative Justice repairs harm and prevents crime. For over 25 years, we have been supporting community.
We get used bicycle donations from you and they're serviced by our experienced technicians.
These bikes are awesome, just look at that. From children's sets to adults in all styles and colors.
Making them totally affordable.
We're proud to be of service to our community, and our bike program allows opportunity for that, either through donation or through buying one of our amazing bikes. Come by and take a look.
Chilliwack Learning Society once again having their 1-2-3 Read to Me event. It is a showcase for local authors, and we're going to have an interview with organizers in just a couple of minutes' time. Choathel First Nations unveiling its active transportation plan, marking what's called a significant step towards transforming the community's mobility and connectivity. Now, the initiative aims to reduce the community's reliance on automobiles by promoting alternative forms of human-powered transportation, biking, walking, running. Now, key components of the plan include the enhancement of sidewalks, multi-use pathways, crossings, and other essential infrastructure, like bridges. Now, one long-term vision is to see the extension of the Coast to Canyon Trail. That's going to reach all the way from Agassiz out to Hope. Speaking of which, the Hope Inclusion Project, presenting a celebration of Indigenous culture and a step towards reconciliation. That's coming up on the weekend, the 22nd and the 23rd. It'll be held at a number of locations in downtown Hope. Everything is free. This includes Indigenous artisan markets as well as cultural workshops, and all the details are on the Hope Inclusion Project social media. The 102nd annual Chilliwack Plowing Match coming up Saturday, April the 6th at Greendale. Special family-friendly event will be a good old-fashioned day on the farm. Now, Kent Mayor Sylvia Pranger, as well as a few other city politicians, have been invited to compete in the politicians class held by the Chilliwack Plowing Society. So this is where civic officials walk the walk instead of talk the talk. Or is that plow the plow? I mean, you can always tell who grew up on the farm. That's why we mentioned Mayor Pranger. Now, the Chilliwack Plowing Match, by the way, established in 1923. Coming up, our interview with one of the organizers of the 1-2-3 Read to Me event, and then sports.
Giddy up! The 11th annual Hometown Hoedown for Hospice is happening Saturday, April 6th at Evergreen Hall in Chilliwack. It's going to be a rip-roaring good time in support of the Chilliwack Hospice Society. Wrangle up your friends and family for a delicious barbecue dinner, live music by Cold Chain, dancing, drinks, a silent auction, and the always popular mechanical bull. Don't miss the Hometown Hoedown for Hospice, proudly presented by Kelmore Enterprises. Get your tickets now at chilliwackhospice.org.
chillTV, and this week continuing with somebody that everybody knows in the community from the Free Store, Raylene Mumford. We've got something coming up that is really, really cool. It's the 123 Read to Me event. Is this brand new, or has this been going for a while? Or?
So the 123 Read to Me event is new, but it's actually going to be an annual event, and we're going to pull in more partnerships as we go along. But it's it's an event that came together with me and Karen Ackerman, or Raylene Ackerman, over at Rotary Club, and we just really are interested in how literacy breaks poverty cycles for everybody. And the more you can learn to read, the more skills you get, the more you have the capacity to helpfully support, give you something to do, and there's nothing wrong with learning. So we thought it'd be great to do an event for everybody in the community, a free event where families could come and do a lot of things.
So this is when I first saw the title. It's not just reading for kids or reading for adults. It's everybody.
It's everybody, because I think sometimes maybe we forget that literacy is a barrier for many people, adults and children, people who've immigrated over here as well. A lot of people have barriers to reading, and I think getting more comfortable with books and allowing yourself to access that, and I just think it's better for everybody in the community. So it's for everybody.
Now, there's going to be readings, and are these authors local? They're from the Valley? Where are they coming from?
They are local, so we're going to have 2 Indigenous authors reading their books, and then we have 2 non-Indigenous authors reading their books, so there'll be lots of reading happening.
And any other activities, workshops in that?
Yeah, we'll be doing, for sure, Indigenous beading. We are doing the old-fashioned, I insisted we do a cakewalk. And we're doing a lot of things like Learn How to Grow with Debbie Walker, and we're going to be doing lots of booths, learning lots of different things for kids and families.
Now, we were just joking off camera about Debbie Walker, who's known in the film industry. I didn't know she had a green thumb. Well, I've been to her house a couple of times, and there's plenty of weeds, but
I don't know if she's necessarily has a green thumb. I know she, of course, is in of course, a different field, but she really has an interest in poverty reduction and supporting just simple teachings. She's by the high school, so she just thought it would be a good opportunity to teach other people how to grow and probably learn some at the same time. And so she'll be coming and teaching kids and adults how to grow and take some stuff home with them.
And Nancy Guitar, who a lot of people know from her podcast, Small Talk, she's involved. What is she doing now?
She is involved. So the Free Store got together and we pulled in the Rotary Club with Karen, and then we were meeting over at Nancy. That's where our clubhouse is, and she was trying to avoid, but we pulled her in. And so the 3 of us are working on this event, and my whole team, the Free Store, will be working on this event with us. But we're going to be. All of us will be there.
So this event, what day is it, and where can we find you?
We're going to be April 6th over between Chilliwack Central between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. So everybody should come down. It's a free event for everybody. We'll be getting pizza and feeding everybody. So everyone should come down and get some books, get some treats, and get some goodies.
And again, it's a free event.
Completely free.
And social media, easy to find you?
Yeah, of course. You can find us at the Free Store Chilliwack page, or even on our website. But it's probably easier to access us on the Free Store page on Facebook.
Raylene Mumford, great to see you again. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
And you're watching This Week. Crews at Agassiz Speedway busy paving the pit area in advance of the 2024 season. It's going to start May the 11th, so you'll notice that the season start is later than in past years. Well, this is all due to weather issues because it always rained in April. Check out their new revamped website as well. It really looks good. Following this weekend's BC Hockey League action, the Chilliwack Chiefs have clinched home ice advantage for the first round of the Rogers BC Hockey League playoffs. So while the opponent has yet to be determined, the Chiefs do know they're going to host Game 1 on Friday, April the 5th, and Game 2 on Saturday, April the 6th. So with just a few games to go in the regular season for the Chiefs, there's still a lot to play for. So to clinch third place, the Chiefs' magic number is 1. So Chilliwack needs to win one more game, or Nanaimo needs to lose one more game. Now to clinch second, the Chiefs' magic number is 3. So it's any combination of the Chiefs' wins or Alberni losses, totaling 3. That puts Chilliwack in second place in the Coastal Division. Tickets for games 1 and 2 are available at the Chiefs' office starting this weekend. Registration now open for the Chiacton FC Community Kicks program. It's for soccer players between the ages of 8 and 16. It costs $195. The spring program runs for 10 weeks, beginning Monday, April the 15th, and it runs until Thursday, June the 20th. University of the Fraser Valley Athletic Department hosting the annual Cascades Scholarship Golf Tournament to support student athletes. The 4th annual event will be on Thursday, June the 27th at the Chilliwack Golf Club, so join in for a fun day of golf to support UFE student athletes. Registration's about to open. The early bird green fee pricing will be available until May the 27th, so that's $125 per individual or $500 for the foursome. Coming up, Cari with the weather. chillTV weekend weather. So, Cari, it is the first full weekend of spring. Are we expecting spring showers?
Hello, Chilliwack. Next week, the weather's going to get not so great again. Tomorrow, we might get up to 13, but after that, going to hover around 10, 11 with lows down to around 5. Temperature-wise, that's going to be not so great. Precipitation, though, that's going to suck too. It's going to be about 60 to 70% chance of rain almost every single day. I hope you enjoyed summer, because we had it last weekend. Back to you, Don.
Thanks, Cari, and thank you for watching. If you have a local news story you'd like us to report on, you can always send us a note to news@chilltv.ca. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a great weekend. I'm Don Lehn.